Hello friends, this is Barbara from Wigs and Fluff. Now today I have an informative lesson for you today. This is something you're really going to enjoy and hopefully get something out of. Now, I'm wearing two different earrings for a reason, haven't lost my mind. I'm going to have you look at this in a minute and tell me which one you think looks better, a silver or a gold. And don't look at the shininess of the gold, which looks better, silver or gold with me. But I digress. So where we're going to start is skin tone. Okay, we have skin tone and then we have the undertone, which is the underneath color. But let's start with the skin tone. The skin tones are usually in very fair, fair, neutral, olive, and darker. Those are some of the ranges of skin tones. When it comes to undertones, they are the color that's underneath your skin. So they could either be cool or warm. Cool or warm. Now, there's ways that you can tell. The question is, am I a cool or a warm? So there's ways that you can tell. And this has to do with what colors look good on you. It greatly influences what hair colors you should wear and what clothes colors you should wear. So I think I am a cool. And the reason why I think I'm a cool is because one of the ways you can tell is to look at your wrists. If you look at my wrists, you can see the veins right there. They're bluish. If your veins, see, they're bluish right there. If your veins are bluish like mine, then you probably are a cool. If your veins are greenish, then you're probably a warm. And it's important because certain things look best on warm skin tones rather than cool skin tones. So, here are some colors. We're going from the darkest to the lightest so that you can tell. The darkest is this gold and yellow ochre, and then comes cad yellow, and then Turner's yellow, and then a little bit lighter yellow and a lighter yellow, and this is the very lightest, the Naples yellow. See how that is? That's almost a pastel. Now, I would look good being a cool in pastels, the lighter shades. Those that are on the lighter end look good on me. Those that are on the darker end, not so much. So the ones on the darker end would look good on somebody with an olive complexion and in warm undertones. Now, to give you a further example, let's look at my earrings. Now, I have on gold earrings and I have on a silver earring. So you tell me, which do you think is best? Not the shininess of it or whether you like the earring better, but which color, gold or silver, is what we're looking at. There's silver, there's gold. There's silver, and there's gold. I think it's the silver. I think I look better in silver, and yes, silver would look best on people who have cool undertones. I think I have a fair complexion, and I think I have cool undertones. I think that's who I am. My hair color, therefore, should be in the ash colors, the lighter ash blondes. Those look good on me. That's why I like the Voltage so much. The Voltage is one of those wigs that has the lighter skin tones. She's kind of all askew on here. But you can see this is the color shaded or glazed vanilla. I keep calling it shaded, it's glazed. Glazed vanilla. And you can see, now I've had really a lot of compliments on this particular color. And this one's got more yellow in it. But this particular color is really very, very attractive, at least on me. Now, What I'm wearing today is the Soft Romance in Eva Gabor in Sandy Blonde. Sandy Blonde. So you can see that this particular wig has a little bit more gold in it, or yellow in it, than what I would probably like. Although it's pretty good as wig colors go, it's pretty good. But I look best. Where is the well, here's one right here. Here's another glazed vanilla. These are the ash tones. And I would look better in the ash tones than I would in the real bright golden blondes. They just don't do well on my face. So, just something I've recently discovered. I look better in the ash tones. Okay, so that's a little bit about colors. Since I am a cool, then I will show you this right here. See how the blues and the greens look good on me? This is something else that looks good. See that? As opposed to a brown. This doesn't really do much for me. It really doesn't. A brown shirt doesn't do that much. This would look good on somebody who was more olive complected and have warmer tones. They look awesome in brown. Here's a green that looks good on me. This has awesome sleeves. I love these sleeves. But this is more of a winter shirt, but you can see the green. This is a more cool color. And it looks better on me than, say, something like a gold. You can see gold. A gold like this just doesn't, although I sometimes wear it, it doesn't look good as the pink. See? It just doesn't do as well. So, and here's the oranges. Now, this orange is light enough that I think it washes me out. I think it completely washes me out. Never liked orange on me. Okay. And here is a blue. Pretty blue. Makes all the difference, doesn't it? So I tend to go with the ash blondes because of my skin tone, which is fair, my undertones, which is cool, and shirts like this one that I have on look the best on me, and more ash color does better. Now this one's a little yellow, but I have some that are more ash blonde, like the glazed vanilla or the biscuit. Those are better colors for me, and that's what I've discovered. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope I've taught you something about color. Color is something I dearly love. I love to talk about color. Color, I'm an artist, and I love color. But I can't wear those bright, bold colors that I really like because I have a different skin tone. Mine is just too fair and cool for me to wear some of these bright, bold colors. So that's just a little tutorial on colors and what might help you look best. Now today I have a story for you from the Bible about another woman, and her name is Dorcas. Now Dorcas was a worker. She was a helper to the poor. She worked tirelessly all day, helping, doing projects, getting people to give to the poor. She lived in a home of her own. She had a 2-story house, an upper level and a lower level. So she had some income, some resources, but she wasn't wealthy. She wasn't like she was a wealthy woman. And the Bible doesn't tell us whether she was married or not, but it does tell us that she used to sew clothes for the poor. She used to get the best garments, the best materials that she could find, and she would sew them for the poor people so they would have something to wear. That's one of the things that she did. But one day Dorcas gets sick, and she gets sick unto death, and she dies. Well, the people around her who love her went to Peter, who was one of the apostles, and he was preaching nearby. So they went to him and they asked him, "Can you come with us? Is there anything you could do? Our sister Dorcas has died." So he came with them to the house. And they had laid her up in the upstairs room. So he went up the steps and he looked at her and he asked everyone else to leave the room. And he sat down next to her and he took her hand. And he prayed and he prayed and he prayed that the Lord would raise her up. And as he was praying, she began to open her eyes. And she began to speak to Paul and talk to him. And she sat up. And then she stood up. So what happened was Jesus had heard Peter's prayers. And Jesus had blessed those prayers and brought Dorcas back from the dead. And Dorcas went on to live many more years afterwards, sewing and helping the poor. So that's a story from the Bible today about a simple woman named Dorcas. There's not a lot written about her, only that she was a strong worker for poor people, and that she sewed clothes, and that people loved her. And God raised her from the dead. So I hope that blesses your heart today and gives you faith and gives you peace. So I'll talk to you again next time. Bye.